You guys are gonna face the ranked 15 in the world, 7 consecutive appearances in the World Cup. What sort of excitement are you guys experiencing right now? And since when you're thinking about this game?
Um, Now, of course, we're gonna play against like a really good team, like Japan. Um, Really strong team, one of the best in Asia. But yeah, we are also good. We have always a chance to win the game, always possibility to show everything we have. And at the end, I don't really care if we play against the number one of the world or like the number 50 or 100. I don't care because we need to show ourselves and fight. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
You saw all the other players, Kubo, Endo, Minamino. You saw them. We saw them every time in the Champions League. Do you have any special preparations for this occasion?
No, to be fair, I'm not really impressed with these players. Of course they are good players, but in England, play against really good players already, and to me it's normal like to play against good players. Yeah, of course they have a good team, but we are strong as well, and we don't have to be afraid of them because they play Champions League or anything. So yeah.
When you're fit and available, you're a virtual starter under Coach Jin. How is it like working with him? How is he while discussing tactics? Is he open to masukan, to input from the players, or he imposes himself?
No, I think as a head coach of a national team, you always get criticized all the time. But I think if you look at the result in the past, then I think he did a really great job. For me, I really enjoy to work with him because he loves to play with young players and everything. So for me, it's an enjoy to work with him, and yeah, hopefully for really long.
What's the positive thing to your game that Coach Jin has implemented to your game while you're in the national team?
He gives you confidence, like for me, I like to play hard, get, of course, yellow cards sometimes, like tackles, and for him it's okay. He loves players who wants to fight all the time, never gave up. So I think with me, you have a good player then. So.
In last 2 minutes, Indonesia not have a good result. What do you think about mentality Indonesia national team players?
Yeah, last 2 games the results were not really good. I think a lot of people expect us to get 4 to 6 points. Fortunately, we only got 1 point. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know how the mentality was. But it looked like, of course, the players want to fight and to win. Of course, everyone plays to win. But yeah, for my feeling, there was missing something last games. I don't know what it was, but. If you look at the results, was not good enough.
You're going to be back in GBK in front of the 78,000 crazy fans. Do you have a message for them before the match?
Yeah, just do the same thing as always. Like always scream to us, like support us, because we really enjoyed it and we appreciate that. So it's always good to play here in Indonesia.
So Nathan, we're going to go up against the highest ranked team in the group. How's your feeling about that match?
It's a nice opportunity for us to show how good we are, and then we can measure ourselves with like the players that play at top teams in the world. So it's a good chance for us to show ourselves and to know where we are.
With Ivor's suspension, there's a possibility that you may play in the middle again. If so, you're gonna go against the top midfielders, maybe in Europe, Morita in Sporting, Endo in Liverpool. How do you prepare yourself for that?
Just the same as always. Just watch the clips of the players, but just also focus on our system and how we can do well as a team. So.
How is playing with Coach Jin improves yourself as a player?
Yeah, I like to play under Coach Jin. He put me for the first time on the midfield, and I think it worked well. Of course, sometimes there are some games that are more difficult because it's another position. But overall, I think I do well there, and I feel that I develop. And he's very clear. I know what he wants, so that's good.
Yeah, because you played in multiple positions under Coach Shin. How does he convey that what he wants from you before every game? How's the communication?
If for me, if the plan is clear, what the coach expects on the position, it's just my part to fill it in as good as possible. And normally our tactics are, I know what we have to do, which player has to do what, so it doesn't matter what position it is.
Japan have experience playing World Cup, but I want to know how different about Japan team and Indonesian team.
They have players with a lot of qualities that play at big clubs. Maybe on paper they could be better than us, but every game is different. I think if you see against Australia, they also drawed against them, and we did it too. So we should not be afraid, and we should dare to play, and then see what it brings.
How do you guys lift yourselves up from the results in the last round of qualification? I mean, the Bahrain game, we were robbed, and then the China game, we're dominating the game without really push through the defenses. How do you guys?
Yeah. Before the period, I think we expected to get more punch out of the two games. I think against Bahrain, it's you should win that game 100%. But also against China, I think we dominated the whole game, but we made two personal, I think, mistakes. But that can happen as a team. If you have so much ball possession, you have to score so many goals that the two mistakes wouldn't matter, because we had to score a lot more goals. So it's always difficult to lose or to draw. If you draw in a game like that, it feels like a lose, but we should think also about the good things in that game, because we were good on the ball, and we should do it again.
And you guys will welcome Kevin to the team, a very good player, 150 games for Copenhagen, 17 games in the Champions League. What do you think the team can learn?
Did your research well?
Oh yeah, of course. He scored 9 penalties in his career without ever missing.
That sounds good. Yeah. No, of course, it's a player with a lot of quality and a lot of experience, so it's good for the team.
Nathan, you have big fans in Indonesia, and they have always screamed when you play with Indonesian national team. What do you think about that?
It's a nice feeling, of course, to feel appreciated by the fans. You play, of course, to make your family proud and yourself and the country, but also the fans. You want to give them something back, and if they support you in that way, it motivates you extra, I think, to give the best.
How do you describe your career in national team so far?
I think in the first 2 games, I had to get a little bit used to the way of playing. In Asia, I have to say, to be honest, it's a little bit different how they play. So I have to get used to that. But I think after that, I played well. Of course, it's difficult to play always your best games, but most of the games, I think I played well, and I will try to keep that level.
Where do you see the national team will be in 5 years' time?
I think if I look at the group, with the more experienced players that are coming out, but also with the potential of all the young players we have, I think we have a good chance to become like one of the best countries of Asia, for sure.